I think you were rushing into things a little bit.
I was trying to make it look like production magic.
You made
Instead,
it sound...
it just looked like a production. Well, looked like I was a clown. Is what it looked like.
What can I do with this, guys? You made it sound like the 4-gate was already on the way and was about to go be a GG. The Mr. Beater GG timing was ready.
I was reading about.
I think this could be a thing, the Mr. Beater GG timing. Like we have the fancy GG timing, which is just way too late.
You know what?
And then we have the Mr. Beater GG timing, which is just way too early.
What about when White Rock cast? And he's like, oh, he's missed pylon this GG. It's okay.
No, it was even more. Yeah, you just made that a whole lot less funny than it actually was, man. Because that was one of the funniest things that I've ever seen. I think it was Todd, the White Rock, and me casting in her story, and he's like, "Oh, you need voice read. Oh, Zealot. Okay, it's okay. It's a GG." and then Todd looked at White Rock, like, "Wow, you make this sound very exciting, White Rock." Oh no, Zealot in the base. It's a GG. White Rock was right though. It was GG. Either way, guys, welcome back to WCS America Challenger League. Axiom's Alicia is our red Proto spawning on the right top side of Whirlwind. So far he has looked, in my opinion, pretty fantastic today. He's just looked spot on.
Yeah, he's looked great.
In games that he lost, he had to deal with really crazy builds, crazy aggression, and he was still putting up a really good fight, despite being caught slow or a little bit out of position. He was still able to hold his ground, at least for a very, very long time, against both the Muslim and Tassadar. And of course, Tassadar is our blue Protoss, spawning on the left top side of this map. Once upon a time, runner-up of Code A, the days that Code A was still played out like a tournament, and you had to beat a ridiculous amount of good players to get like $1,200.
One of the hardest tournaments in the world, and your grand prize is, hey, here's $1,000. Come back next season to lose to Nesty.
That was pretty much what it boiled down to.
Probe Scout going to make its way up into the main base, where Tassadar is going to see that Alicia is still doing normal stuff. Has to be said that Tassadar messed up his execution a little bit there on Yonsu.
Yeah, he made it too easy. Built too many cannons too close to the ramp. There was nothing to worry about because there wasn't that much DPS on that point, even if you would have to cancel one of those other cannons. I doubt that Alicia would have pulled a lot of probes. Either way, that is the past, and we are now looking at the present. Once more, Alicia is not scouting. It's gonna... only a single gate rate so far though. He's gonna play different.
Stargate? No, he didn't have the gas for that. What's he gonna do? He's gonna go...
He's sending out a probe right now. Alicia has some tricks up his sleeve.
What are you doing, Alicia?
Tassadar is opening up differently as well. Tassadar is actually opening up with Zealot, Stalker, Mothership Core.
Opening for Alicia? It's Twilight Council.
Very possible. Later today we are going to see Desero in action as well. That's going to be a lot of fun. He's part of the second bracket that we are going to display.
That's right. After this match is in fact when Desero comes up. It's going to be Arthur versus Desero. Our fourth match of the day. That'll be followed by Top versus Moonglade, and then a winner's match between the guys that took those next two series.
Tassadar Zealot is out on the map. He's looking for an adventure, and he should be able to find one soon as he runs into this Stalker. At the same time, Mothership Core is going to fly into the main base. Alicia is going to drop a second gate. What are you gonna do? Is it Dark Shrine?
Will it be Blink or will it be...
Dark Shrine, Dark Shrine, Dark Shrine.
DT.
And now it's all gonna come down to scouting. If this Mothership Core band is somehow able to find this Twilight Council and this Dark Shrine, that would be absolutely fantastic news for Tassadar.
Tassadar also opened Oracle previously, so it's not outside of his range to do it again here.
Yeah, and even if he opens up with a single Phoenix and he sends it across the map immediately, he's gonna be in a good position.
Scout this well in advance of that, with the Mothership Core making its way in. Now this doesn't mean that Alicia's necessarily in trouble. These DT builds are pretty safe and stable and can do cool things. And Dark Templar are never bad units to have out on the map.
Oh, he's playing with fire though. He really wants to get 3 probes and... oh my god, that was so close.
Got 3 probes and get out of there with 4 hit points.
I want to play craps with Tassadar.
But don't bet on the don't pass line. It will not
he
go
will
well
pass.
for you.
Spine is going up on the other side of the map as well. Alicia not giving up yet on his DTs, but it's probably just going to be a single Dark Templar. And then he's just going to try to see what he can get done. See if there's a Nexus up.
Is out and...
actually just making his way across the map. Tassadar is not afraid, man.
He is building a second Oracle, so that'll help.
Alicia's Stalker is going to find one Stalker out of position from Tassadar, but Alicia knows that he's not going to win a Stalker war over here, as he just has 2 Stalkers. Photon Overcharge. How good is he in casting Photon Overcharge? Pretty good.
Good enough! Oracle takes enough damage that it has to retreat. There has not been a Dark Templar warp in yet.
No, it's been scouted, but Did he cancel it? He canceled the Dark Shrine, that's why, man.
Cool.
But he's researching Blink right now. He's like, alright, if you open up Stargate, I'm gonna get some Blink out. Blink Dogs out on the map. It's always good.
Expansion also being built here for Alicia. 26 probes to 25. In terms of tech, it's just Stargate units for Tassadar against Blink Robo for Alicia.
Tassadar is gonna do the same thing as he did before. But against a lot of Blink Stalkers, he's gonna have a harder time than against the Robo build that he faced before.
Also switching into Void Rays much faster this time. He's only got 2 Oracles out, made 3 in total. Or maybe this is just the 2. I don't think he lost one.
No, he didn't lose anything.
So, a little different this time.
I don't know, man. The Nexus is up. There should be definitely a Photon Overcharge. Oh, there is an Observer heading out as well. He's going to scout these units. What is he going to do? Photon Overcharge immediately? Well, if he has energy for it, probably.
1 probe, 2 probes, 3 probes?
Blink is not ready yet, though. Force fields could be really sick right now. Oh my god, that's great. He's going to be able to pick off 4 Stalkers. Great force fields by Alicia.
Yeah, very well done by Alicia and Tassadar.
Wow, that's the worst feeling as a Protoss when you're attacking and you know, my Blink's not ready yet. Actually, Alicia's the one going Blink. What am I even talking about? Tassadar's not even researching Blink. Sorry guys, just completely messed that up. Wow, great forces by Alicia regardless.
Tassadar has to fall back and lick his wounds a little. Will he continue with the aggression? If history is any indicator, I think that yes, he will. But he's got units sitting home on his ramp. He's really worried, I guess, about DTs trying to walk in.
Yeah.
But that's
if he only knew that there are no more DTs out on the map.
Not in the cards.
Still, I mean, despite the fact that there was no Blink on the way, those force fields were still fantastic by Alicia. And picking up 4 Stalkers in this phase of the game is really massive.
Alicia.
Yeah, he doesn't have Photon Overcharge anymore. He doesn't want to take the risk. He is waiting for Blink. He wants to buy some time.
I don't think he's going to be able to save that Nexus.
No, he doesn't have to. Because he's going to have Blink Stalkers soon. He's going to be able to micro for days.
He's got Blink now, and he will come down and chase this Void Ray off.
Let's not forget that this army is on this side of the map right now. Okay, there is a Mothership core. Losing the Nexus, sure, that sucks a little bit, but in my opinion, he has far superior attack right now. He has a robotics facility, and he has a Twilight Council out on the map. He has an Observer out on the map. He has Blink Stalkers.
His Blink is going to go.
He doesn't want to reveal the fact that he has Blink yet, unless he did that before.
So it is now officially 1 base to 1 base. Alicia did make a Warp Prism in the midst of this. Where is that Warp Prism?
Good attack regardless by Tassadar. So losing those 4 Stalkers, that was quite a sacrifice, but that sacrifice didn't go up in vain because that allowed him to make this follow-up push. But once more, these units were still across the map, so Alicia's going to try to chase them down a little bit. And he should be able to pick up quite a few Zealots, maybe even all of them. I actually think he will be able to get all of them.
2 volleys to kill a Zealot. 3.
Zealots are beefy, man. Oracle flying into the main base, by the way, but there are Stalkers. Revelation being casted. Interesting.
Says I see.
Stalkers have to be careful. Don't forward Blink right now, Alicia. And he's not doing it.
It was a little sloppy. Lost a Stalker.
Smart by Tassadar. That was just Tassadar trying to set up a trap, and Alicia couldn't be aware of that because he had no vision there. But Alicia reacted well to it. Oh, this poor Warp Prism. Oh.
That's good use of Revelation. Fuser would be very proud.
Bad luck, Brian, in the Warp Prism.
It's like a dunce cap.
Trying to get unnoticed.
You sit in the corner and you do nothing. Warp Prism's like, oh, okay.
But I was meant for great things.
Hey, you think if a Warp Prism warps in Zealots while it's under the influence of Revelation, that those Zealots will also be revelated?
No, it does not work like that.
It should work.
It might be the case. And if it works like that, I'm completely wrong, but I am 99% sure that
also 99% sure that it doesn't work that way. But it'd be cool.
Nexus is a little bit ahead of for Tassadar, as it already finished up, and we can see Alicia just rebuilding his Nexus, more than halfway done. So, once more what I tried to say before, before we saw the Bad Luck Brian Warp Prism, is that losing those 4 Stalkers has really sucked, but it did allow Tassadar eventually to pick up that main base. And now at home he has his own robotics facility up as well. So, it's not all that bad. You know what I would love? Like, just the sickest mind game from Alicia, just proxy 2 Stargate and make a lot of Phoenixes. And I guarantee you that would be so good. If you're able to get a lot of Phoenixes against a player who doesn't know that it's coming, and he makes a lot of Void Rays.
Would also make him really vulnerable to an attack for a pretty long time.
As soon as you have 6 Phoenixes, it's going to be fantastic.
Has Alicia already gone up to High Templar?
A lot of people are shaking their head out there when I just said that, but trust me, this is Roddy PvP tactics.
I guess he wants to try and feed back these Oracles.
Yeah, and eventually he can morph them into
Archons.
But yes, feedback on an Oracle is fantastic. Quite often you will be able to kill it at once. This Oracle wouldn't die. This Oracle would die within 2 seconds. Would die right now.
Here comes one. And
The Orc was like, well, that was a little underwhelming.
It was anticlimactic. Alicia's out on the map with his Blink Stalkers. He's going to walk over to the natural of Tassadar, but he's not able to get anything done. His army's just not up to snuff right now. Tassadar's getting bigger and stronger and badder, and Kevin, I'm worried for Alicia right now.
I'm not worried. I'm not too worried yet. It seems like a pretty even game. You know.
One thing that Tassadar has going for him that Alicia does not. I was going to say would be upgrades, but now the upgrades start up.
You shouldn't forget that there are still Blink Stalkers out on the map, so this actually makes it very hard for Tassadar to attack, because the moment he decides to attack, he knows that those Blink Stalkers could just swing up into his base and be very, very annoying. And it's very hard to attack when a game is kind of even, and then you're losing the ability to reinforce because you're not able to deal with a bunch of Blink Stalkers in your main. So, you know, it's a very even game, but I like Alicia's position just for the simple fact that he actually has some sort of map control. And that he should be able to dictate the pace of the game. Great scouting as well with hallucinated phoenixes. It took a while until Pro Toss players started to use it a lot, but these days, you know, even on my level, which is obviously a little lower than Tassadar and Alicia, you see people using it all the time, and it's great to see. It's a fantastic upgrade, which was underused for a long time.
Man, Tassadar's army keeps growing. 3 immortals in that mix. Over in the natural of Alicia, there are a couple of Archons and a single immortal.
Stalker's picking up the Void Ray. He lost 2 Stalkers, but that's not the end of the world. I would love to trade 2 Stalkers for a Void Ray in this phase of the game, that is.
Warp Prism finally getting active. Warps in 4 Zealots and loads them up. What are you going to do there, Warp Prism?
I think he's just going to wait. If like Tassadar decides to attack, then Alicia's like going to be cool. I'm going to wipe in a lot of stuff in your base. That's going to be very good. I think Tassadar is gearing up for an attack as well, because he's getting static defenses. And if you want to go up to 3 bases, this is not a phase of the game where you want to spend your money on static D.
5 immortals now, Kev.
Yeah, it's crazy, no doubt, but...
And with Archons in the mix too, it means
the
force field's not really...
this is gonna make Tassadar happy. He's gonna see like, alright, you're gonna go up to 3 bases, I'm gearing up for my 2 base attack. That's exactly what I want. But still, he's gonna lose all ability to reinforce, in my opinion, as soon as his Warp Prism comes into play. And here we go. Should be a little closer to Alicia. And Alicia, pay attention with your Stalkers! I picked up the Sentry as well. Every pickup is one that matters.
Charge Zealots may...
I think Alicia is going to be fine, man. I really think Alicia can hold this. It's going to be in a very, very hard hold, don't get me wrong, but I think this Warp Prism is the game changer.
Not sure what Tassadar's waiting for. If he sits back, it's not going to go well for him. He wants to prevent this...
Is he going to drop a next? I think this is a fake. I think this is like, hey, don't worry, man, I'm going to expand. But I'm going to expand. So he's going to expand.
It's a fake.
Interesting.
If we look at the armies tabs, we can see 4 immortals out for Alicia, 6 for Tassadar. Zealot count is even. Alicia has 1 more Archon.
Great scout over here by Tassadar with a single Zealot on the left side of the map.
Oh, I see you made a Warp Prism.
And I do like this though, that Tassadar is not attacking. It felt like he was gearing up for an attack because he was like so focused on getting a lot of units and getting a lot of additional gates. But I like that he's not, because I really don't think it would have worked. He would have lost the ability to reinforce because of the Warp Prism.
Constantly casting Revelation with that Oracle. He's just had full vision of Alicia's base for the whole game, basically.
Yeah, I would love to see a Revelation on his army as well, just once. Which I think he can do it. Oh, might see an engagement soon, and Tassadar is not really ready. He doesn't expect this. He didn't really have any vision on this side of the map. He has no idea that there is a massive army so close to this. Time warps! Oh, not going down. It's so risky, by the way, for Alicia as well. A single High Templar can change this game. A single feedback on the Mothership Core could absolutely change the game. Warp Prism comes into play right now. We see a couple of Zealots in the main base, and at the same time, Alicia wants to kill this third
this looks like
base.
a good attack for Alicia. He's got a great concave. This Nexus is completing. It's going to choke things up. Oh, Time Warp going down by Tassadar. And...
second time up as well. Great time ups on both sides, but Tassadar is the one who's getting the better hand of this engagement.
Yeah, he's going to kill some Archons for free.
And there's a crazy fight in the main.
This is also more or less dealt with.
I don't know what's going on. This is a mosh pit, man. I love Metallica, no! That was good.
I don't feel like Pro Toss players would listen to Metallica. I think they'd be like Skrillex fans. I just feel like Pro Toss is very dubsteppy.
Alicia losing his Mothership Core there does drop the final time up, but this is not a fight you want to take, Alicia.
Tassadar looks like he has so many more immortals. He does, in fact, have 8 to 5.
Wow.
Which is
somewhere out there, Rain is clapping. It's like 8 immortals. And Alicia didn't even kill this base either. Tassadar didn't bring his Mothership Core with him, so attacking right now is a little risky. Army supply, it's a slight advantage for Tassadar. He does have a strong army as well. I like that Alicia's getting Dark Shrine now again. Because I actually think, like, when I saw all the Zealots, I was just like, man, if either player just has a Dark Shrine right now, it's so easy to deal with that. Attacking without a Mothership Core in PvP, man. It's a little dicey.
Sure is, Kev. Here we go. Tassadar making his move. This is just a huge... These are two huge Protoss armies, quite frankly. And still hard to say which way it's going to go. Mothership Core could be the... Wait a second.
He's bringing his Mothership Core now as well. Time Warp going down immediately. I like Tassadar's position so far.
Awkward space to fight for both players, but the Immortal advantage is substantial for Tassadar, and the Concave as well looks to be way better. Alicia's supply dipping quickly. Tassadar also losing a lot of units, but look at the Immortals, man.
He's winning the fight.
Started with 8. He's still got 8 Immortals. Finally, one of them's going to go down, but the push will continue. 94 supply to 70. What started out as an even fight is now overwhelmingly going in favor of Tassadar, and Alicia will tap out. Good game.
Tassadar looking